What is up, SolidCAM World 2024? Let's go! Like Titan said, you guys have been in business for 40 years, and that is amazing. That is awesome. Congratulations to all your success. Emil, Linda, thank you so much for having me out here. I am pumped. I'm excited to talk about our Swiss Academy. Now, I'm pretty confident none of you have ever heard someone say, you know, it's really annoying how many qualified people I have for every single job. It's like I put a post up on LinkedIn, and there's just an endless stream of overly qualified people that can do these jobs. Have any of you ever heard anyone in manufacturing say that? Absolutely not, because there aren't enough people in this industry. There aren't enough people that are aware of what we do, and they have no idea how important it is, what we're all a part of. Manufacturing and the ability to make things is what defines every single part of human history. From the Stone Age to the Bronze Age to even the Industrial Revolution, we look at our ancestors about what they could do. And now we're in a new age, and we have crazy technology. We have a space station going over our head every 90 minutes. I mean, it's insane what we've achieved as a species. It really is. And this academy is so important to me. It is so important to me. I've never done anything like this in my life, ever. And I don't think I'll ever top how important this academy really is. So what we do at Titans of CNC, yeah, we make YouTube videos. Yeah, we, have a lot of fun. We do a lot of cool stuff. But we also, well, not also, but our main focus is to bring awareness to this industry. We need more people in this industry. But that isn't enough. That is not enough. We have to also educate these people. We have to pass the torch onto the next generation of machinists so they can do what, like Titan just said, put food on their table, take care of their families, keep work in your countries. I think I've heard from multiple people here at this show, there's roughly 30 or 40 countries in here. It's a lot. And you all have to be able to manufacture parts and make things and teach people how to do this. You don't have a choice. You don't want to not manufacture stuff, I promise. It's not good. So that is what this academy is. And as Swiss machining becomes more and more common in our industry, we are going to need to teach more and more people very, very rapidly how to do this. And that's what this will walk you through. If you go to SwissMachiningAcademy.com, you will find an academy that roughly has 100 episodes. I think it's 101. And it walks you through everything. I mean, some of the episodes for some of you skilled guys in here might be like eye-wateringly boring because I literally take you from a power switch to having a part in your hand. I show you how to set collets. I show you how to set guy bushings. I show you what to watch out for. And yeah, you could learn Swiss machining. And for people at SolidCAM, if you're in sales here, I really think you should watch this. I really do. We had a meeting on Monday, and one of the points I made that I really wanted to kind of talk about up here was if you go to shops and you try to just talk your way through selling SolidCAM to people, and you don't actually know how these things work, you're going to get lit up. People are going to tear into you. I know that because that's what I've done with multiple sales guys from multiple CAM companies. So you should watch this, and you should learn all the little tricks to this trade. It's not that much time. Each episode's roughly 3 to 5 minutes, but it is important that you understand this. It's important that you understand this on an in-depth level because it will help you sell your software. And it's also going to help you teach the next generation of machinists. I cannot emphasize enough how important that is that we do that. They need to know how to do this because they are going to have to teach their kids and their kids and every kid after that. They have to learn how to do this. So, I don't know, Greg, are you up on the Swiss Academy right now? Do you have it up? No? You can't? All right, well, you do have phones in your pockets, so if you go to SwissMachiningAcademy.com, you can see it. Now, one thing that's insane about our academy, we have had over 450,000 registered students over the years. That's insane. That's 500,000 people. And the Swiss Academy is really the tip of the iceberg. I'll be honest, before I worked at Titans, I had no idea how much work this guy has put into uplifting this industry. It is truly inspirational to work with someone like that. I had no idea. But if you go through our Swiss Academy, you will see everything is laid out. It's very, very nicely laid out. It goes from simple to hard. So you are, again, you're going to start with a power switch, And you are going to slowly learn every single trick to this trade. So yeah, when you go to our website, you'll see this is what it looks like. You have an intro video with Titan going through the different machines, explaining what you're about to get into. And then as you go down, you'll see it's super nicely laid out. I really love what they did with this. But yeah, look at that. Tornos and SolidCAM on our academy. How awesome is that? It's amazing. All right, so if you keep going down, Greg from SolidCAM, you'll see the fundamentals, and then you go through the advanced fundamentals. So one thing I get asked a lot about this is this applicable towards other Swiss machines? Yes, it will help you with other Swiss machines. So if you are working on a Citizen, yes, the fundamentals, the basics, they're there. You can learn that. Now, obviously, if you understand Swiss machines, they don't really have anything in common as their programming goes. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. So the programming, yes, will be very, very, very Tornos based. But this stuff right here, the collets and guide bushings, this is all good for any Swiss machine. The fixture points and all the live tool holder stuff and all that, that is definitely going to be a little bit more Tornos specific because Tornos has their own way of doing things. So it is good, though, that you know that. It's good you know how versatile Tornos machines are. There isn't really another Swiss machine out there that you can rip the whole machine apart and turn it into a milling machine. It's wild. So we do go over all that. And yeah, as you go down, you'll see touching off tools. There's tons of episodes on that. I mean, Swiss machines are weird. It's not like you can just call up a tool probe, tool preset, or whatever, and just touch off your tool in one shot. It's not easy. You need tool presetters. You need to do different tricks with paper or shims, or you might not have ground stock. There's a lot that goes into it. And then next, as you go down, you'll see the Tornos macros. Now, this looks like a lot, and actually, the first episode is literally me telling you, don't panic, because this does look like a lot. But once you understand how the Tornos macros work, it actually is brilliant what they did with their machines. It really is. It takes care of so many things for you that in Swiss machining can be a real pain. I mean, they have Torx milling macros. They have macros that feed the part out for you, grab it for you, get the lengths right for you. It really is convenient. So don't worry too much about going through that. But then we get to the reason why I'm here, the SolidCAM fundamentals done by Greg from SolidCAM. If you click on one, you'll get why that joke is kind of funny. So anyways, so yeah, he goes through the fundamentals, basically creating a new project. You have all the basics, right? Opening up your folders, getting all your files in the right folders, all that stuff. Greg will walk you through all that. Now, one thing I want to add, this is not anywhere near complete. This academy, like I said earlier, is for me, is the most important thing I've done with my life. And I am not going to stop adding to this until I am confident that every shred of knowledge that I have gained over the years is on this for people to learn. So thank you. So, as you go down, you'll see the very first part we make. As simple as I could make it. It is a pin. I know, it's not exciting. But it is what we need to teach you first. Because the reality with a Swiss machine, there's a lot going on. They're confusing machines. So what I was more worried about when I created this was, over the years I used to teach people face to face, and it's insane how quick people gloss over when you start talking about channels and weight codes and all that stuff. They just look at you like, dude, what? So I wanted to create something so simple at first that you could get the confidence to work your way up to the next levels of this academy. So all I cared about with this first part was showing you you have to feed for stock. You have to just turn the part, come up, grab it, cut it off, come over, eject it. It's just the bare minimum. That way, whoever goes through this will have the confidence to go on to the next part. Now, the next part is going to be what's called the 2S. Now, every single Swiss machine, well, before I talk about the 2S, every single Swiss machine comes with like 1 or 2 part ejectors. And this is a problem because once you turn them down, that's it. You don't have any more part ejectors. You can't make them any bigger. So what I wanted to do with this academy is create a part ejector series. So that way, anyone who has a Tornos machine can go through this and they can make the part ejectors. And we're going to make different size part ejectors in the future. It's not there yet, but we are going to do it. And you can make part ejectors for your machines. That way, you don't have to worry about this problem ever again. And if you've worked on Swiss machines, you know how big of a problem this is. It's a pain. You're trying to set up a part, and you're trying to get a job running, your boss is yelling at you, and you don't have an ejector for your part, that just completely slowed you down. That's hours and hours of work. Now you have to figure out how to make a part ejector with whatever material you have, whatever's in the machine. It is a problem I've ran into a lot, and that is what I based the Academy off of. So here, and if you go through the 2S, I mean, I go through everything. I go through everything you will need to know on how to make parts like this. I didn't cut any corners. I didn't take it easy on you. I'd go through everything. I even left mistakes in there. When we thread this part, I purposely didn't deburr it because I wanted you to see if you don't go through and rerun your threading tool, if you don't rechase your threads, you'll have burrs in your threads, and you need to know that. But I could just easily show you that and not explain it. But then what's the point? You're not teaching anyone anything, you're just showing them. So I want you to know that before you go into this academy. I was more focused on teaching than showing. It was important that you really saw the burrs. And there were burrs, obviously. I mean, if you turn something, thread it, and you don't come back in, you will have hanging burrs. And I show it on the shadow graph, and you will see what we have to do to make a perfectly burr-free part. But there's more to come. So right now we just have the 2S. And if you go down, right now, these are just like our more popular videos that are on YouTube that are a little bit more technical. You know, there's a macro one on threading, there's a femoral bionic nail, there's thread rolling, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can learn just from our YouTube videos. But in the years to come, we're going to have the 3S, which is your small ejector, your 4 and 5S, which are your two different adapters. Tornos has a long part ejector, so I had to make adapters for whatever machine you might have. But that is going to be basically what we right now see as the beginning of the academy, the Swiss Academy. And yeah, I mean, that really is the plan for now. Eventually, we're going to get into macro programming. Eventually, we're going to go over so much stuff in SolidCAM. I mean, I don't want to scare anyone off, but I could easily see this going up to 500, 600 episodes if Titan lets me. I'm not going to stop making them. A, it's a lot of fun. It's a cool job. B, it's important. I mean, this is really important. You know, you go to shops and you see so many people wasting time and losing money because they don't know what they're doing. And it's not their fault. I was like that when I started. I really sucked at this actually when I started. To put that into perspective, the first 4 years I did Swiss machining, I didn't even know what a G83 drill pecking cycle was. If you don't know what that is, it's okay. It's a G code that basically makes drilling in one line. I used to write out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lines until I walked by one of my dad's Fidels and I saw G83 on the screen and I said, what the heck is that? And then I opened up a manual and I was like, oh, I'm dumb. I didn't know that. It's a drilling cycle. 4 years of my life, I typed out every single line. And I really believe that this will reach so many people and it will save them so much time and so much money. And it will make them efficient at Swiss machining. It's important. It's important we help these people out. Because I don't want to see anyone writing out those lines like I used to, man. I don't. You don't want to see it. It's terrible. Eventually, we're going to go over tooling. Eventually, we're going to go over every single thing you can think of in Swiss machining. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited to get this up and get this finished. By the end of next year, we'll probably have the full part ejector series done. This takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time, but, you know, we got to do it right. You know, Titan always says, I talk to Titan all the time. He always says, our academy's free. Free is expensive. Our full academy, all of our part series, all the schools across the world that are using it, that cost millions of dollars to make this academy. Let me ask you something. If I gave you millions of dollars, any one of you, would you take that millions of dollars and just pour it into the manufacturing industry? Probably not. Most people would get in a Ferrari and go right over the coast, and I wouldn't blame you. But Titan has taken so much of his money and so much of his time to create this academy. And I really want to emphasize again, this is a small piece of the academy. The Swiss Machining Academy is a small piece. We have schools all over the world that are using our curriculum and teaching kids. It's crazy when these people come up to you and tell you their stories. It's unbelievable the lives we're changing. And it's cool, right? So Michigan in the United States, our academy is their official state curriculum. And it is pretty cool because every single day we see people on LinkedIn, on CNC Expert, whatever, we see people posting pictures of parts they're making at their school. Instead of just watching videos or something, these kids are making real parts and they're putting them in these briefcases. and they're showing up to jobs saying, hey, I can at least do this. I at least have the basic knowledge to do this. That is leaps and bounds ahead of where we were just a few years ago. So that's insane, and that's just Michigan. And like I said, when I talk to Titan, it is crazy because he always will say, this is just the beginning. Eventually, every state will use our curriculum. Eventually, every state is going to be seeing SolidCAM's Swiss Academy in their schools, and that will be the official curriculum. This is just the beginning. And yeah, it is cool. You guys were bringing up Boombastic earlier, and I had no idea how important what I was doing was. I had no idea. And then you have people come up to you literally crying, saying they watched a Titans of CNC video 4 years ago, and it changed their life. They went onto our academy, they learned CNC machining, they took their money, they bought a machine in their garage. 4 years later, they have 5 machines. Now they have 20 machines, 20 employees, and it's because of this. I mean, I have goosebumps just thinking about it. That's insane. What I'm a part of, what we're a part of, it is insane. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be able to affect lives. It's a beautiful thing to be able to teach people how to put food on their table. We're all lucky in this industry. It is the most important industry in the world. I don't care what it is. Everything in this room was affected by a CNC machine. From those lights, those speakers, that podium, in some way, shape, or form, a CNC machine was involved. And that is what all of you here at SolidCAM are involved in. You are involved in a software company that is improving every single year, that is shaping the future of this industry. If you don't know that, you need to know that. You should be proud of what you're involved in. And now you're partnered with us, and we are together going to create an academy that is going to change lives. I personally can't think of anything better than that. Now, a lot of you are a lot bigger than me, so I'm not going to go past my time and prevent you from eating your lunch. So,
I agree with you 100%. This is a game changer. Seriously, nobody in the world has done anything like that. Complete free training of the most complex machining.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I'm honored to be a part of it. I can't thank you enough.
Okay, so come, Greg. Let's have a picture together. Let's put you in the middle.
I don't know if I should hold the mic or...
This is Greg at SolidCAM. In today's video, we're going to go over
Here we see an example of
a new
a
project in SolidCAM. In our previous video, we went over the installation of our supplemental files, getting the machine files necessary for use in SolidCAM. So now we're going to use those files to create a new project. So to create a new project, we need to bring in a 3D model into SolidCAM and SolidWorks. And we can do that by coming up to File, Open, and navigating to the 3D model that you want to choose. So for this particular case, we're going to be using the Titan 1S part from the Getting Started files. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Now, once we bring the file up, you can see that across the ribbon bar here, we have a lot of different SolidCAM tabs that have all the operations that are available to us. Now, you'll notice that they're all grayed out right now. That's because we don't have an active SolidCAM project open. But once we start a new SolidCAM project, we'll have access to those operations and icons. So to create a new SolidCAM operation from this 3D model, we're going to navigate to the new icon up at the top, and we're going to choose what type of operation we're going to be doing. So we have the choice of milling operations, mill turn operations, strictly turning operations. We also have milling of STL files, as well as our wire EDM module. Now, because we're going to be working on the Tornos GT Swiss machine, we're going to need a combination of both milling operations and turning operations. So we're going to select mill turn from that drop-down menu.
I just want to Hey, one thing, just one thing. That is how Greg starts every video. And everyone at Titans of CNC says when they see him, they go, oh, hey, it's Greg from SolidCAM, because he starts every single episode the exact same way. It's kind of an inside joke at our company, so.
And by the way, as I see here, you can use it to train people on SolidCAM in general,
Yeah.
not only on Swiss. And there was one suggestion made by Donnie, I would like all salespeople to adopt. Study those lessons, and then you can much better explain to your potential customer what is Swiss machine.
Yeah, I think they could help. I really do. I think they could help you guys sell more software,
You
which
become
is
the
what we're here for.
most expert salesman of Swiss machine in the world.
Yeah, if you go through all this, I promise you, you're going to know more than anyone at, I don't know if I should name drop other companies, but anyone at the other software companies, none of them understand this on this level, so you will have an unbelievable advantage.
Okay, enjoy. Thanks again.